you're an animal lover, right? You love your dogs.
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
Do you have a skeleton of your dog?
I do. I had a relationship with my dog that was so precious. I rescued him in Morocco in the desert.
You're shooting a movie, you see
I see this
dog.
puppy in the desert eating camel dung out of a box because they were clearing the set. And I'm like, I picked him up. I was like, let's get this thing cleaned up. Let's get him tidied up, and took him to a vet, and he gets cleaned up. And I'm like, the last thing I need in the middle of the biggest, like the first time I was a lead role on a Ridley Scott movie is a puppy like keeping me up at night.
Right. It's very difficult, a puppy. It's like having a baby.
But I created, it was this incredible bond. He came with me everywhere. He was literally on set, on the boat, on Pirates. He would sit under my chair while we were like on the ocean, like never made a peep. He wasn't interested in people.
He was really. A good boy.
He was a good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy. He just was a wonderful animal. And so I'll tell you one thing for your listeners who are dog, animal, and lovers. If you have a dog or animal or pet that you love, get the blood work done. Like we get blood work done. Get their blood work. When they reach a certain age, start getting their bloods drawn. Make sure you can read that. Get a homeopathic vet if you can get one, or somebody who can administer something that isn't necessarily like the pharmaceutical thing. Because if I had given my dog milk thistle, right? Milk thistle, which you can buy over the counter in his food, it would have helped with his liver, and he'd probably still be here today.
What happened to him?
He just had a liver failure, and
it's because his diet could have been corrected.
Perhaps it was his diet. Perhaps it was. Listen, he was also a wild dog from Morocco, so like he was like.
He didn't have a great
by the
beginning.
way, this dog was like, So I mean, he was.
How old was he when he died?
12 and a half.
Okay.
Hardest. I never cried so hard in all my life. Like I just couldn't stand the idea that he was just not going to be around anymore. And so I called this company, and they said, before he passes, take him to the vet, they'll freeze him, and then they'll send him to us, and we will do a process where they strip, everything from the body, and what's left is his skeleton, right?
Yeah.
They asked me if I wanted to keep the penis. What do you think I said?
I think you said yes. Listen, he's a boy.
Actually, aesthetically, it didn't look quite right, so I have it on the side. So he's in his favorite pose for me, which is when he's running, and he's
really,
and he's hanging, and it's crazy because I have this window box in my house. It's like a window box where you would sit, and instead of sitting, he's there. And he looks like he's running outside, and it just when I see it, I smile and I think of him.
It makes you happy. It doesn't make you sad.
It makes me happy that he's somehow, I don't know.
Still part of your scene.
He's just, and it looks beautiful. He was so beautiful, this dog. He was a big, long legs, and it's beautiful. It looks like a piece of art. Honestly, it looks like one of those, how people get skulls and cover them with diamonds. I don't know. All the different crazy things. It looks like a beautiful piece of art.